Good evening, basketball fans, and once again, welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School. As we are getting ready for our second live stream of the evening, it's going to be varsity girls basketball action in the Green Meadows Conference tonight as the Aces close out the home season hosting the Lady Bulldogs of Edgerton. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Jim Seiler not able to be with us tonight, but he is planning on being back with us next week when we get our sectional coverage underway. And alongside Chris Warner, who's operating the camera, overseeing the OBS software and the live stream, and he's got the other headset microphone on to put his 2 cents in every now and then. We're glad to have you here with us. If you are just joining us earlier, a 2-quarter JV game went to the Lady Bulldogs, 12-10, the final score. It's senior night, too, and after the game, they had a nice little ceremony recognizing seniors Alex Kenner and Hayden Nyhart on the Aces squad. We want to wish them the very best and thank them for a lot of entertaining basketball the last 4 years here at the Red Zone. Want to say a big thank you, too, to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible tonight. Our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, located in the industrial park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And also our friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. And thanks to our gold-level underwriting supporter, underwriting all of our basketball coverage for this season, that's the Subway of Hicksville. Subway of Hicksville, where Al and the gang say, "Go Lady Aces," proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award. A little over 2 minutes away to get this one started here tonight. And, of course, when we get ready to get things going and they are ready to introduce the players to the national anthem and so forth, we'll send it down to Mr. Paul Overmeyer. I believe he's going to be our floor announcer here tonight for that, and then we'll rejoin you back up here on press row. Looking forward to this game here tonight. It's always a hard-fought, and again, it's just not been the Aces' year. They've been short on personnel, and it has been a struggle as the records reflect, right, Christopher?
Yeah, so I'll go over the scores for Edgerton first. So overall, their record is 9 wins and 12 losses. In the GMC conference, they are 1 win and 5 losses. Going over to the Hicksville Aces, as you said, they've been short on players, and they've had 3 wins and 18 losses overall, and in the conference, they are 0-6.
So it'd be a nice way to wrap up the home season here tonight to pick up that first conference win. I know that's on the minds of all of the Aces down there on the floor tonight. And we're glad to be here to be bringing you all of the action on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. And again, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. You can give us the thumbs up and the likes, and also click the button for notifications. That way you're the first to know whenever we schedule a new live stream event or whenever we post new content to our video on demand library. To the many who have already subscribed, we want to say a big thank you. And if you haven't, again, please consider joining us. Be a member of the community of Hicksville Community Television. So with that, we're going to go down to the floor, and Paul Overmeyer.
Welcome to Hicksville High School, an exciting evening of high school basketball. Tonight, the Edgerton the Lady Bulldogs, coached by Margetta Carrier, will take on our own Hicksville Lady Aces, coached by Josh Breed. The Board of Education, Superintendent, and Athletic Council of Hicksville High School extend to each of you a cordial welcome to tonight's basketball game. Both Hicksville High School and Edgerton High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the high standards of conduct and sportsmanship required during athletic competition. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. In order to honor America and in respect for all who have served and who are currently serving to defend our freedoms, please stand as the Hicksville High School Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Zach Kohlmeyer, performs our national anthem. Your officials for tonight's contest are Bradley Keener, Michael Basinger, and Doug Etzler. Their experience and integrity qualify them for their important part in this friendly interscholastic basketball game. And now introducing the starting lineups for the Edgerton Lady Bulldogs. At guard, 5'8" sophomore number 11, Ava Hicksville. At forward, 6' sophomore number 21, Olivia Barnum. At guard, 5'8" sophomore number 22, Ava Swank. At forward, 6' junior number 24, Gretchen Kepler. And at guard, 5'7" junior number 32, Casey Everett. The Lady Bulldogs are coached by Margetta Carrier, Faith Herman, Billy Hugg, Kennedy Flower, and Allie King. And now, introducing the starting lineup for your own Hicksville Lady Aces. At guard, 5'6" sophomore number 3, Kennedy Adams. At guard, 5'5" freshman number 4, McKenna Baird. At forward, 5'11" senior number 12, Alex Kenner. At guard, 5'5" sophomore number 14, McKenna Wright. And at forward, 5'9" senior number 44, Aiden Nyhart. The Lady Aces are coached by Josh Breeze, Ryan Wright, Ron Weatherhead, Clark Sutton, and Kelsey Monroe.
We welcome you back to Press Row as we're going to get ready to get this party started on a Thursday night. Again, the upper deck playing away. See that little video I posted that they had the upper deck guitar player playing the guitar?
Yes, yes, by one of our
doing it right now again.
Yeah, from one of our broadcasting colleagues.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, he is doing it right
Yeah.
now. You know what? Yeah, hang on.
Nope, we're going to get ready for the tip.
There we go. I got it.
All right. Kenner up against Farnham. Up and tip controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. We're underway. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, your crew for HIX-TV here tonight. Glad to have you with us for Lady Aces basketball. Shot from the wing. It's going to be short right into the hands of Kennedy Adams. Adams down to Rice. Bounce pass. Tried to get it to Kenner. Out of bounds. Last touched, I believe. Well, we'll see. I thought it was last touched by Edgerton. And, yep, that's what they're going to say. Rice dropping back for the inbounds. Long inbounds. Bounced off of Adams' hands into Kenner. Shot up by Baird. Good. Long two. And here come the Bulldogs back on offense. Giesecke working around to Swank. And back to Giesecke on the wing. Swank, top of the key. Looking to see if they can get something to open up inside. Almost out of bounds. Giesecke will toss it to Farnham. Farnham tries to take it into the paint. Ball stripped from her, comes up in the hands of Kennedy Adams. Down the floor to Rice. Rice back to Adams for three. No. Rebound controlled by Keppeler. We saw Gretchen in the JV game in the second quarter. Out of bounds. Blocked by the Aces. I want to say congratulations to Kennedy Adams, too. She was the Subway Player of the Game, the last broadcast game that we had back on February 1st against the Lady Rams of Tenora. And we got her Subway gift card and certificate while she was warming up before the JV game. Kennedy Stutt in the game, number 14 for the Lady Bulldogs. Pull up is good. Baird's basket makes it 4-0 Hicksville. Bounce pass inside, they'll kick it back out to Giesecke. She'll put it up. Kenner grabs the rebound under the bucket. Gets it over to Rice. Rice quickly up the floor. Stolen away from her by Swank. Swank feeds it down and off the hands, and it's another turnover. Kenner grabbed it again and gets it over to Kennedy Adams. Baird. Adams again, top of the key. Nyhart from the wing. That one's off the back of the iron. And that'll be a foul. Baird should go to the line for that one. .32. Casey Everetts.
And timeout Edgerton.
Her first and team foul number 1. Aces up 4-0. Edgerton calls a timeout. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here up on press row. And they'll fire up the band, and we'll again let you know senior night here. And again, this is the last home game that's going to be played here at the Red Zone. The boys finished up last week, and this will be the final game for the Lady Aces on this floor. Of course, they're not done. The Hicksville Lady Aces will be in action next week with their sectional semifinal on Wednesday. Talk more about that shortly, but first let's get these free throws in, up and good for Baird. McKenna will have one more. That one's good too. 6 points now for Baird. Long throw down into the corner. Swank gets it back out front. That's a long three attempt from Farnham. And the ball winds up in the hands of the Aces. Adams across the timeline over to Baird. Baird, little help from Nyhart. Bounce pass. And it goes right by Adams. Her vision was blocked, I think, by one of the Edgerton defenders. Out of bounds to the Lady Bulldogs. Swank brings it up the floor. Over to Everetts. Back to Swank. Down to the corner. That's Farnham. Farnham drives baseline. Over to Giesecke. And then she'll get it over to Farnham, and Farnham will put it up for three. So just like that, the Aces lead cut in half, and that'll be a travel on Rice. And a turnover back to the Lady Bulldogs, trailing now 6-3 in our opening quarter. Farnham back out to Swank. Down low, up and count it. It goes down for Stutt.
Basket by Stutt.
And she'll go to the line. Kennedy Stutt.
Number 3, Adams. Her first team start. Shooting one, Stutt.
I hope it's Stutt. It's S-T-U-U-T. I'm not sure if it's Stutt or Stute.
Yeah, I always thought it was
I'm
Stute.
going to go with Stute, too.
Because I thought it was.
Yeah.
So
Stute's free throw's no good.
I'll find out at the quarter break.
We'll see some comments pop up.
I always thought it was Stute with 2
I thought it was too. 6-5, a whistle, and the Aces will get the basketball back on the baseline. 4:18 to go here in our opening quarter. This girls' varsity basketball game into Rice. Rice guarded closely by Giesecke. Gets it up the floor. Bounce pass back to Baird, and then to Adams. And Rice now on the wing. Nyhart gets away from Hayden and out of bounds.
We'll say, Bill, we have lively student sections tonight.
Yep. Story will come in for Kenner. Alex, good set of minutes there. Doing some great rebounding work. Up, and that's good. A long 2 for Farnham. Makes it 7-6, and the Lady Bulldogs take the lead for the first time tonight. Nyhart looking to get the lead back for the Aces. Her shot's off the glass and no good. Rebound comes down to Farnham. Farnham quickly up the floor, down to the corner to Giesecke. Over to Swank. Swank loses the handle, but Farnham grabs the ball, feeds it down low, and that's picked off by Baird. Baird to Nyhart, backed up by Adams. She gets the ball off of Hayden's hands. And a timeout from Coach Josh Freese. Probably wants to talk about hanging on to those passes when the ball starts moving. 3:12 to go, timeout on the floor. And again, I think it's going to be just a quick 30-second timeout. Again, we'll let you know that our sectional basketball coverage is going to get started next week here on Hicksville Community Television. We're going to be on the road on Wednesday, heading over to Pilot Country. That's right, the Ayersville Lady Pilots will be hosting the Lady Aces for their opener, the sectional semifinal. Tip-off at 7 o'clock from Ayersville High School. And Jim Seiler is planning on being back with us by then. So Jim, Christopher, and I will be making the trip and bringing you all the action right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel and Hicksville Community Television. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Aces. Pilots are the number 2 seed in the sectional, so they're going to have their work cut out for them if they want to advance. Inbounds to Adams. Quick bounce pass to Sturry. Back to Baird. Baird off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound grabbed by Stute. She'll take it over, toss it over to Farnham, and Farnham will get it across the timeline. Corner to Giesecke. Giesecke works her way around Rice, puts it up and in. Ava Giesecke with her first points of the night.
Evie McAlexander waiting to check in for the Aces.
Yep. Rice tries to drive in, and it's stripped away from her. She goes right into a triple team. Farnham, long pass down the floor. That's a new player in for the Bulldogs, number 5, Clara Gerschutz. And Gerschutz is going to be fouled, and that's going to be on number 4. That'll be McKenna Rice's first. Team foul number 2.
Number 5, Gershon.
And Gerschutz will shoot 2. And that one's good.
Kenner and McAlexander will come in and spell Nyhart and Rice.
And Kenner will come back in. One more shot for Clara Gerschutz. And that one's no good, and Baird gets the board. McKenna's going to take it in, runs into her own player, McAlexander, and loses the basketball. Giesecke from the wing, that'll be short. Grabbed again by Baird. Baird brings it across half court. Over to Adams, who pulls the trigger, and she'll be short. And, oh, nicely done, I think. Oh, nope, I thought Baird bounced it off of the Edgerton player and out of bounds, but evidently not. So here comes Ava Swank for the Lady Bulldogs with 1:50 to go. Another long three by Farnham is no good. That's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be Lady Aces basketball. Everybody will drop back to the other half of the court. No pressure from the Bulldogs. They'll drop back on defense. 3-2 look to start off. And they'll come forward as soon as they cross the half-court line, and that's going to be a foul on Gershutz, I believe. Yep.
Foul number 5 for Edgerton, Gershutz.
That'll be her first, and team foul number 2 on the Bulldogs. McKenna Baird inbounds it to Kennedy Adams. Adams to Sturry down in the corner. Sturry looking for some help, gets out. Over to McAlexander, inside to Baird. Baird almost loses the handle. Kenner tries to take the shot, and her shot, it's blocked and taken away from her. Move the ball around, try to get something to open up. Drive into the hoop, up off glass, no good. Kenner with the rebound. With a minute to go here in our opening quarter. McKenna Baird. Adams. And back to Baird. Adams off the back of the iron and a second attempt. Then Story up off glass and good. Story breaks the scoring drought for the Aces and gets them back within 2. Shot from Farnham, and that's good from way outside the line. Second three of the night for Olivia Farnham. Adams, and she's going to be waylaid, and then there's going to be another, and that one's going to get a whistle. That's going to be the second on Baird.
Baird, her second. Team's third.
Got a vocal group of Edgerton
No, that's
fans.
what I was thinking. I've actually paying attention a little bit. Oh, man. I think it's always funny seeing the student sections.
Yep. Farnham with the ball with 10 seconds to go in our opening quarter. She's going to try to kill the clock a little bit. Shot up by Swank, off the iron, no good. And that'll be the end of quarter number 1. And it's the Aces down by 5 after the first 8 minutes. 13-8, your first quarter score. Well, we'll take some time here between quarters to say a big thank you to the first of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, looking for something brand new, pre-owned, a car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Want to remember that it's always about service before, during, and after the sale of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. We want to thank them so much for their diamond level underwriting support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts in 2024. Remember, anytime you see Aces Sports action on HIX-TV, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Little great balls of fire in the background there. All right, it'll be the Lady Bulldogs basketball to start off the second quarter. Aces on defense, down by 5. Inbounds, and here we go. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us here tonight from the red zone. Swank over to Everett. Everett's inside to Farnham, off of her hands. Winds up in the hands of Alex Kenner, the senior, with another recovery of a turnover tonight. Gets it to Adams. Adams to Rice. Rice out to Baird. Back to Kennedy Adams. Now Rice will put it up. Off the iron, no good. Adams with the board. Gets it to Baird. Back to Rice. Rice moving in, hands it off to Kenner. Kenner will take the shot, a little short. Farnham with the long wingspan reaches out, grabs the basketball. And the Lady Bulldogs moving it around. Gerschutz with the ball, gets it back over to Farnham, now across the way to Everett. Feeds it inside, gets it down to Stute, and there's a whistle and a foul. 14. That'll be McKenna Rice.
For Hicksville, Rice, her first.
McKenna picks up her first personal and team foul number 1 in the second quarter. Farnham launches the ball inside to Swank. Swank puts it up from the wing, no good. Farnham grabs the board. She'll put it up from up close, and it's good. Olivia Farnham, she's got 10 now unofficially. Here comes Baird. Aces down by 7 now. Back to Adams, and Baird almost loses it. Over to Rice. Rice misses the three-pointer. Adams grabs the board. Now to Baird. Baird back to Kennedy. She thought about it. Now she'll get it back to Rice. Aces set their offense. Baird on the wing. Baird looking for some help. Caught in a double team. Throws it right to Farnham. Another turnover for the Lady Aces. Gerschutz will get it across the half-court line, and then Farnham from way outside again. Dials up long distance. Wow. She can shoot from long distance. Man alive, 3 threes so far here in the first half. Rice and quickly to Baird, and timeout on the floor. Looks like this will be a full timeout from Josh Freese and the Aces bench. And indeed it will be. That's the second one called, 3 remaining for Coach Josh Freese. We'll take the time to say a big thank you to our gold level underwriting supporters, Subway of Hicksville. The Subway of Hicksville, where Al and the gang say go Lady Aces. A great place to stop before or after the game or anytime where you can eat fresh and refresh. And hey, remember, download the Subway app to your mobile device to take advantage of great in-app specials. You can order ahead. They'll have your food waiting for you when you get there, curbside pickup, and lots more. You can check out the new foot-long dessert menu and the Subway series of sandwiches. And, of course, they're proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award that we give out at the end of each Lady Aces and Aces basketball varsity game we cover. The player of the game receives a $10 Subway gift card courtesy of the Subway of Hicksville, as well as a nice certificate. And that, of course, means we'll be handing another one out at the end of tonight's varsity contest. We want to thank them so very much for doing that again this year. Subway of Hicksville. Eat fresh, refresh. Proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award here on HIX-TV. Adams gets the ball inbounds to Baird. We're underway after the 1-minute timeout. Off of Nyhart's hands, it's picked off by Swank. Swank with the runner, no good, and Adams quickly grabs the ball. She'll work it up the floor, gets it to Baird on the wing. Baird to McAlexander. Rice puts up the runner, no good. Rebound comes down to Kepler. Kepler over to Farnham. Farnham down to Stute, and Stute travels. Aces get the ball back. Adams inbounds it to Baird. Baird on the wing, over to Rice, and knocked out of bounds by Swank.
And Bill, I want to point out a fun fact, actually. I just found this out not too long ago. There is actually a Northwest Ohio power ranking for student sections.
Ah, okay.
So I know Hicksville's actually been working their way up. So I guess that's motivation for the student sections to get loud, because there is actually a power ranking in the Northwest Ohio Athletic League.
There we go.
For student sections. And it's
Sturry.
across all sports, by the way, too.
Yep. Shot up, off the glass, no good, bouncing around, and it winds up eventually in the hands of Ava Swank. Swank will take it up the floor. Rice will come out to meet her, down into the corner, guarded by Kenner, and they'll kick it back out to the top of the key. Down low to Stute, up off glass, and it goes down for her. Kennedy Stute. Four points now for Kennedy. Back on offense, the Aces bounce pass down low to McAlexander, then over to Kenner, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces. And Ava Giesecke comes back into the game. She'll spell Everett's for the Lady Bulldogs. Sturry, long inbounds, and it's going to be picked off, but Adams gets it back and puts one up, no good. Kenner battling for the board, doesn't manage to get it away from Swank. Over to Farnham now. Farnham into the paint. She'll hold up, and there'll be another takeaway by Kenner. Corner, Story misses. Ball is still loose on the floor, and it winds up in the hands of Olivia Farnham. Down the floor, and knocked out of bounds off the hands of Kennedy Adams. It'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. No, they're actually going to say that it's last touched by Edgerton.
Baird will come in for Rice.
Yeah. And we're going to have another timeout on the floor from the Aces. This will be another quick 30-second timeout, but that leaves Josh Freese with just 2 timeouts for the remainder of this game. So going over a lot of stuff. Of course, again, they need to fine-tune. They would desperately, I'm not sure if desperately is the right word, but they really would like to get a win here tonight and not go winless in the league. Pick up win number 4 and be on a little bit of a roll as they go into Ayersville next week on Wednesday. And again, we will be at the pilot hangar.
Is that
with
what
the
it was?
call.
Was it the hangar?
Well, if it's not, it should be. McAlexander to Sturry at the top of the key. Over to Adams. Adams drives into the paint. Kennedy puts it up off glass. No good. Tries to get the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces. Sturry will get ready to inbounds once again. 3:22 to go in our first half. Girls varsity basketball action coming to you live here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Kennedy sets. Good look. Just a little bit short. Kenner up and good. Alex Kenner makes it a 20-10 game. And take away by McAlexander. Evie gets it off to Sturry. Sturry to Baird. Back to Sturry. And back to McKenna Baird, top of the key. A little bit long. Adams going after it. It's rocketed out to Sturry. She gets it back to Kennedy. Kennedy drives baseline, and it goes down. 20-12, and here comes the Lady Bulldogs. Swank. Over to Farnham. Farnham, pull-up jumper, in and out, no good. Baird falls, gets the ball away to Adams, though, before she hits the deck completely. Adams working her way around, hands it off to McAlexander. Back to Baird, and then to Steury. Nothing there for Baird. Then to nice pass inside to Adams, but she gets it partially blocked. No good, and the ball winds up in the Bulldogs' hands, and Swank brings it across the timeline. Swank down into the corner. Kick it back out to Swank. She'll put up a runner, no good. And finally a foul called. A lot of bumping and banging down there. It's going to be on McAlexander, number 23. So Evie picks up her first. That's team foul number 2. And Ava Swank will be at the line to shoot 2. Her team up by 8. As Sanders getting ready to check in for the Aces. That one's good. Swank will have one more. Swank hits them both and makes it a 10-point game again. Aces with a little under 90 seconds left in the half. McAlexander. Shot up and doesn't get the roll, but Adams will go to the line. That'll be on 11, Giesecke. That's her first, and team foul number 1 on the Bulldogs. Adams off the back of the iron, no good. One more shot for Kennedy Adams. And that one no good either. Bulldogs. The minute 15. Farnham down in the corner to Swank. Swank puts it up from the corner. Good for 2. Adams across the midcourt stripe over to Baird. Baird driving down into a double team, looking for some help. Gets it out of there. Picked up by Adams. Back to Baird. And Adams again, top of the key. Over to the wing. Baird down in the corner to McAlexander. Stolen away. Farnham up and lays it in. Adams. McAlexander loses it out of bounds on the sideline with 28 and a half seconds left in the half. And they're going to pause, whistle as Rice will come in and spell Baird. Inbounds to Swank from Gerschutz. Swank. 20 seconds. Farnham driving in, feeds it off, up and good for Giesecke. Here come the Aces with 8. Down low and knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Sanders. So 4.3 seconds to the half, and it'll be just an easy inbounds. And a foul on McAlexander.
Edgerton decided to roll the ball.
Oh, they were just trying to kill some time.
Yes.
McAlexander will pick up her second personal. And team foul number 3. 3.1. Ava's going to stay down there. Long inbounds. Farnham takes the shot. That'll be good. Oh my goodness. So we've reached the half, and at the intermission, it's the visiting Lady Edgerton Bulldogs leading the homestanding Lady Aces 31-12, the halftime score. Well, another big thank you for one of our diamond level underwriting supporters here as we take the break for halftime, and that'll be our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park with solutions for business and industry that include welding, powder coating, safety equipment, and so much more. And they're looking to add to their workforce. They've got some great opportunities available out at APT, and if you are looking for a terrific place to be able to start a career, a second career, add to the skills you already have, check it out online. Go to aptmfg.com/careers. That'll take you to a complete listing of all of the opportunities that they have available at APT, many of them coming with specialized training and certification opportunities. You can look the list over, you can fill out an application, and you can upload your resume online. They'd love to hear from you. And who knows, maybe you can become a part of the APT manufacturing family. We want to thank Tony Neiswander and the whole gang at APT for their continued diamond level support of our Aces Sports broadcast in 2024. Whenever you see Aces Sports action on HIX-TV, they're the ones that help make it possible. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in the Industrial Park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. So, at 8.5 minutes here, let me do some quick tabulations.
And while you do that, I'm going to go figure out if it's Stute or not.
All right.
I'm also going to ask about McKenna Baird. I'm pretty sure she has 6, but they have her only listed for 4 on the scoreboard.
I have her for 6. I have her for 2. I've got Baird with 6.
So I'm going to double check on that too.
My numbers.
I'm pretty sure yours is correct. So I'm going to go double check real quick.
Da, 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 da. Oh, me. I'm going to take a sip of the soda here. Ah.
Well, Bill.
We were wrong. It's.
Well, I mean, Mr. Overmeyer's never wrong. So.
All right, so it's Stut. So we're sorry.
It was one of those common where certain part in Ohio, it's Stute, just like Schrader and Schroeder.
I'm going to guess if we were to go back and look over, we either had a game earlier
this year. There has been a Stute. I remember it.
So I was thinking, too, that we'd seen that name before. So, but as we know all too well, depending on.
I was told if you go more east, it's Stute.
So we don't. Well, we're sorry, Kennedy. We said your name wrong for the first half. Well, we'll be Kennedy Stutt from now on.
And I was not able to check McKenna Baird as the Hicksville scores person's not there.
Well, we're gonna go with what I've got.
I saw 3 baskets for 6.
Because my numbers add up to the same as the scoreboard, so that's what we're going with. Hey, we do want to remind everybody once again that while this is the last home game being played in this basketball season here at the Red Zone, basketball action is not yet over. The boys still have a couple regular season games that they're going to be playing. They'll wrap up next week on the road. Their last 3 games were road games, and they'll finish up on the road at Miller City to wrap up their regular season. And I believe that this is the final game that the Lady Aces will play before tournament. And speaking of tournament, again, the girls sectional tournament gets underway next week across the state of Ohio. And the Aces sectional semifinal game to get things started in their division will be at Ayersville. They'll be hosted by the Lady Pilots. And that game will be next Wednesday, 7 o'clock tip-off. Jim Seiler planning on being back with us in time for the sectional coverage. Chris and I will head over to Ayersville to bring you the action. And then the following week, the boys will get their tournament underway. Their first sectional semifinal will be a road game for them as well. For the first round of sectionals, the higher seeded team will host the games. So the Aces got the long road trip on the road next on Tuesday, the 27th of February, as they'll be traveling all the way over to Ottawa Hills, take on the Green Bears. And we'll be going along with them for that as well. Well, we're going to follow along. Our transportation is a little more comfortable than a bus. So, but yeah, we'll already got everything. We had the AD over at Ottawa Hills, Mr. Neuendorf, get back with me earlier today, and we're all set to go for both venues. So we will be bringing you both the sectional semifinal games, and hopefully we'll be bringing you some sectional final coverage as well. We'll just have to wait and see how things play out. But, yep, it'll be the Lady Aces starting their tournament run next week, Wednesday at Ayersville against the Lady Pilots. And the following week, the Aces tournament campaign begins at Ottawa Hills against the Bears. Both those games 7 p.m. tip-off times. Upper deck playing away. Good crowd here. Again, a good representation from both Hicksville and Edgerton. And we're glad to have you with us. Hope you are enjoying the live coverage here tonight.
All right, here we go. So I found the student section power rankings because I was curious about that. So number 1 leading that is Patrick Henry. We got Pettisville. Let me see if I can find some GMC schools here. All right, so number 8, Wayne Trace. Antwerp is number 11. Tenora 14, Ayersville 15. Paulding 16th, Fairview 17th. Hicksville is ranked 21 in student section.
There you go.
Edgerton is ranked 22. I'm more sure by tonight that's
well,
probably going to change. So
just about ready to break into the top 20, so we'll have to see.
Yes. And these rankings are based off of all of your sports combined. So they're all combined into one ranking.
Well, the teams will come back on the floor to get ready with their warm-ups. We do want to let you know, too, that we're not done with basketball when the sectionals wrap up, by the way, or the tournament coverage wraps up, I guess I should say. Don't forget that coming up on Saturday, March the 30th, it'll be the second Senior Classic here at the Red Zone, the big all-star game benefit for Special Olympics across 5 counties. The proceeds go to benefit the Special Olympics programs in Defiance, Williams, Fulton, Henry, and Paulding counties. It's a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to it. There'll be a 3-point shootout contest, a slam dunk contest. They'll be naming tournament MVPs, playing some hacky sack, and, of course, a Special Olympics exhibition game. Lots and lots of fun, and, again, all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds going to the Special Olympics programs in Northwest Ohio. So we'll be here live streaming if you can't make it. And we hope you can to help support this great cause. A lot of fun and a great way to sort of cap off the basketball broadcast season. Well, let's run down some unofficial scoring for you in the first half, beginning with the Lady Aces. Not a lot to tell you. Lady Aces leading scorer in that first half, McKenna Baird. She had 2 buckets and 2 free throws for 6 points total. After that, Kennedy Adams with a bucket and 2, Alex Kenner with a bucket and 2, and Ashlyn Sturry with a bucket and 2. And that adds up to 12. And that's what the Aces have on the scoreboard. On the other side of the coin, for the Lady Bulldogs, Clara Gershutz had a free throw and 1 point. That's the one in the 31 points they have on the scoreboard. After that, we've got Ava Giesige with 2 buckets for 4. Kennedy Stutt with 2 buckets for 4. Ava Swank with 2 free throws and 1 bucket for 4. And then we have Olivia Farnham with 4 threes and 3 twos to lead all scorers in the first half with 18 points. And that adds up to 31, so there you have it, 31-12, the halftime score.
Hey, Bill, I realized that what we were missing when you were talking about the hacky sack, we didn't have our hacky sack attack today.
Well, I don't think they did it for the girls' games. They did it for the boys' games.
Did they not do any for the girls' games?
I thought
they did a couple.
I don't know. Well, they're not here tonight.
Yeah,
so.
Either way, I didn't have my hacky sack attack.
Oh, well. Well, you can work up some. You should work on see if you can get like an animated graphic, this hacky sack and the attack, like flashes or whatever, and we can overlay that when we do the. We experiment with some new stuff when we do things like the Senior Classic. All right, back in action in the second half. Aces with the ball to get things started. I can't say Jim Seiler with the play-by-play. He's not here, so I guess you have to make do with me. I know. Poor substitute. Baird over to Rice. Down in the corner to Kenner. Kenner tries to feed it inside to Kennedy Adams. It's stolen away by Farnham. Farnham launches it down the floor and kicked back out to Giesecke. Gieseke's going to get tied up by Nyhart. Jump ball, and that'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. And, wow, that's a quick timeout. So that'll be a quick timeout called on the Bulldogs bench. Quick 30-second timeout, just wanting to, I guess, make a quick adjustment. I'm guessing their head coach, Marchetta Carrier, did not like something she saw coming out of the locker room, so going to stop things and correct it right now. Hey, I want to remind you, too, almost forgot, GMC Wrestling Tournament this Saturday at Ayersville High School. And we will be there with live coverage. I'm not going to be there. I don't get up that early. And Warner's over there going, me neither.
I got other plans. So.
But our wrestling coverage crew, Kate and Amy Murphy and Brian Williams. Whoa, that's another 3 for Farnham. They will be there, and their live coverage from Ayersville High School GMC Wrestling Tournament getting underway about 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. Oh, and that's an assault, yep. Swank just went right through. So that'll be Swank's first. And team foul number 1 in this third quarter. Inbounds the ball to Baird. Baird bouncing it down to Adams in the corner. Adams up. Alley-oop pass back to Baird. Baird bounces it to Rice. Rice drives into the hoop, puts it up off glass, no good. Swank grabs the board, launches it down the floor, and it's going to wind up going out of bounds. I'm not sure. I think Baird lost the handle, or was it tapped out of her hands? I thought Baird lost the basketball out of bounds.
Bulldogs will have the possession.
Man, that was like a Patrick Mahomes pass down the court. No Taylor Swift here tonight. No, don't even start, Chris. Giesecke from the wing, 3. Giesecke makes it 37-12 as the Bulldogs go up by 25. Story bounce pass to Kennedy Adams. Bounce off the rim, no good. Farnham, up and good. Farnham 5 points now in this second half to go with the 18 she racked up in the first. Rice gets it to Nyhart. Nyhart to Adams. Adams to Baird. Baird drives baseline. Stops, puts it up off the side of the backboard. No good. Farnham grabs the rebound. Farnham working his way through traffic, kicks it out to Swank. Swank rolling around loose on the floor, gets it back to Farnham. Down, up, and that's good for Everetts. Kennedy Adams brings the ball up, bounce pass down to Rice. Rice in the corner, baseline to Nyhart, up off glass, and good. (42-14) now. Swank. Bounce pass to Farnham. Farnham drives the baseline, lays it up and in. If Jim was here, he'd be able to look up how much she's averaging per game or what.
Yes.
But she's working on quite a night here tonight already, unofficially 25 points for Olivia Farnham.
Well,
and a full 1 minute timeout. So we'll take some time to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Full-service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. They also have medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, gift sundries, greeting cards, candles, Ohio State, Michigan memorabilia, so much more. Next time you're in downtown Hicksville, stop in and see for yourself what a difference being locally owned and operated truly makes. We want to thank the Myers family so much again for their diamond level support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts again this year for all of 2024. We hope that you will do the same next time you stop by. Let them know how much you appreciate being able to enjoy the free live stream coverage of Aces Sports action on HIX-TV. They're the ones that help make it possible. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. We're going to stop things. So I can tell you can call 419-542-6218 for information on the latest flu shots, COVID boosters, and more as well. They'll be happy to help you out. Baird, Adams in the corner. Adams thought about it, kicks it back out. Knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be off of Farnham's hands. So the Aces will reset and get ready to inbounds the ball once again.
I tried to find the average. I had no I'm not like Jim. I don't know where to look.
Well, there's usually a pretty good summary of how things are standing. Oh, that's a good one for Rice, too. That's printed in the Crescent News every week.
That's where I was
Thursday.
trying to look. Oh, okay.
And usually Jim brings that with him. And I admit that when Jim called and said we're going to be making it, it's okay. And the tab is sitting right there in our office, but I didn't bring it down with me. So Sturry and McAlexander back into the game for the Lady Aces. Down 44-16 with about 4 minutes to go, just about halfway through our third quarter. Baird, bounce pass to Adams, and she'll bring it around to the wing. Adams bounce pass it back out to Baird, and knocked out of bounds by Swank before it could get to Sturry. So it'll stay with the Lady Aces. Looks like the upper deck is doing some serious damage to the concession stand. They get the third quarter off. And that'll be Giesecke knocking it out of bounds. Sturry getting ready to handle the inbounds chores. Gets it into Baird. Sturry. And that's going to be loose on the floor, and sort of a scrum jump ball. So what does the possession arrow say, Chris?
It's going to go to the Aces.
There you go. Back into the game, Clara Gerschutz, and she will spell Olivia Farnham, who's going to leave the floor again with like 25 points unofficially. And knocked out of bounds again by Swank. And Farnham ready to come right back in. They must have checked on. I wonder if she's like ready to, if she scores another basket or whatever, she might break her single game record or something. Because she came out and then they put her right back in all of a sudden. Or maybe she just needed to
get a quick drink of water.
Yeah, or something. Swank comes up with the basketball, up the floor, feeds it to Farnham. Farnham across the back. And Giesecke with the ball now. Back to Swank. Swank into the paint, puts up the runner, and good. Under 3 minutes now. McKenna Baird brings the basketball up the floor. It was off of Adams' hands into Sturry's hands. Sturry put up a shot, no good, and Farnham will bring it up the floor. Over to Swank. And now back to Farnham for another long three off the front of the iron. Swank runs down the rebound, gets it back to Farnham. Farnham loses it, and that's going to be another jump ball, and that'll be the Aces.
Should be Bulldogs ball.
Oh, that's right. The Aces had it last time.
Yes.
Bulldogs.
Farnham to inbound for the Bulldogs.
And gets it into Swank. You earned your pay tonight. Keeping me straight. Gershutz back to Farnham. Farnham again, long three, misses. Swank taps it back in. That's grabbed by number 4 in the game, Caitlin Burke. Swank will put it up and she'll draw the foul. There'll be 2 shots for Ava Swank. Caitlin Burke, number 4, we saw her in the JV game as well. She had 2 points. She's just a freshman. And that'll be a foul number 3 on McKenna Baird. Swank misses the first one. Remains a 30-point lead, 46-16. Nyhart back into the game. She will spell Rice. Swank gets the second one. So that's 7 points unofficially for her tonight. Adams bounce passing down to McAlexander, down to Baird, back to Adams, then Story. Adams. Adams pull-up jumper, and she'll be fouled. Two shots, that'll be the second on Ava Swank, and 2 shots now for Kennedy Adams. First one rattles down. And gets them both. 4 points now for Adams on the night. 29-point lead still. Shot up, and that one's no good from Giselle Romero into the game. Adams out of bounds.
Oh, Bill, and they did fix McKenna Baird's point. She does now have 6 on the scoreboard.
And Alex Kenner back into the game. She'll spell Story. And Farnham will bring the ball up. Farnham dealing with Adams with 1:15. Tries to feed it inside, and it's deflected. Baird comes up with the ball. Baird in the midst with Romero and gets it over to Adams. McAlexander back to Adams. And back to McAlexander, puts it up and good. That'll be a long 2 for Evie McAlexander. Make it 47-20. Farnham. Down to Stutt. Stutt's shot up, no good, but she'll be fouled by McAlexander, I believe. Yep. That'll be Evie's 3rd. And team foul number 2, and Stutt at the line, shooting 2. Her first one, no good. Rice will come in for Baird, and also in for the Edgerton Bulldogs, number 23, Megan Gershutz.
And number 30.
And number 30, that's Avery Herman, excuse me. Second shot for Stutt. Also no good. Kenner with the rebound over to Kennedy Adams. Rice, Sanders, and back to Rice. And back to Sanders. Sanders from just inside the 3-point arc, no good. Long rebound, grabbed by Gershutz, and she traveled. Again, that's Megan Gershutz. I don't think that Clara wears number 5. She's not on the floor right now, so McKenna Rice, bounce pass to Sanders, shot up, off the glass, no good. Stutt with the rebound with 5 seconds. Romero, no good. And that one's no good either. End of the third quarter. It's the Bulldogs leading the Aces by 27, 47-20, the score. Well, we still have one more underwriter to thank for bringing us our coverage here tonight at the diamond level, and that's our friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. These solutions for business and industry that they have include plasma, robotics, welding, so much more. They've done some incredible things out there, and it's incredible the things that they're capable of doing. You can find out more. Check them out online at www.arcsolinc.com. We want to thank them so very much. They're such great members of the Hicksville community. They're a major contributor to the efforts to bring the splash pad to Hicksville. They've helped out with here at the school, most recently getting a welder for one of the classes here on the STEM STEAM side of things at the school. You'll always see them listed as one of the contributors and supporters of community projects. We're glad that they've chosen us as well to support in our Aces Sports broadcast for all of 2024. Denny Vetter, the whole gang at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, online at www.arcsolinc.com. Aces inbounds the ball. We're underway in the fourth quarter. Adams over to Rice. Back to Adams on the wing. Adams, pull-up jumper, good.
Basket by Adams.
Bounce pass to Swank back into the game. Swank almost loses it, gets it right back. Over to Giesecke. Giesecke. Bounce pass back to Swank. Swank drives in, puts it up, and she'll draw a foul. Swank will go to the line shooting 2. And that'll be on Kenner. Alex's first. And team foul number 1 for the Aces here in quarter number 4. And at the line, it'll be Ava Swank shooting 2. Swank misses. She'll get one more. That one also no good, but the rebound up and in from Gretchen Kepler. So they wind up getting 2 points anyway. Adams across the timeline. Rice. Rice on the wing. Bounce pass back to Kennedy Adams. Adams over to Sanders now. Sanders to Adams. Adams in a good spot up. Puts it not enough on it, but probably because she got kind of jostled. That'll be on Giesecke, excuse me. Ava's second. Team foul number 1 on the Lady Bulldogs, and Adams at the line shooting 2. Misses. Off the iron. Kennedy will have one more. That one's going to be short too. Nyhart going for the rebound, is ripped out of her hands. Jump ball. And that'll go to the Bulldogs. Farnham gets the inbounds. Tosses it over to Swank. Back to Farnham. Into Kepler. And she traveled. Turnover back to the Lady Aces. Lady Bulldogs will just drop back on defense. 6:29 to go. Here come the Lady Aces. And they're going to Okay.
I didn't know you can do that.
I think that they were trying to get the one official's attention before they did the inbounds. So
The Hicksville student section demanding Rafford.
yeah, and Adams up off the iron, no good. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and last touched by the Aces. Bulldogs basketball with 6:13 left in the game. Up by 27. Ava Swank brings the ball up. Hands it off to Everetts. Into Farnham, and Farnham getting the 3-second call in the paint, so over to Kenner, back out to Baird. Adams, McAlexander, Farnham tips the pass, easy layup, up and good. 51-22 now. McKenna Baird. Gershutz, Clara Gershutz getting ready to get back into the game. McAlexander at the top of the key. Down to Kenner. Kenner from just inside the arc, no good. Farnham grabs the rebound. Farnham taking it to the hoop strong, up and good. She may wind up with 30 points tonight. At 29 right now. Shot short by Adams. They'll just let it bounce out of bounds, and it'll be Edgerton Bulldogs ball. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the contest. And Everetts will come off the floor, as will Gretchen Keppeler and also Ava Giesige for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass to Farnham. Farnham almost loses a dribble, gets it right back. Drives in, and she's going to, I'm not sure whether that's going to be on McAlexander or on Nyhart. They both made contact. .23. That'll be McAlexander's fourth personal and team foul number 2 for this fourth quarter. Burke with the ball, takes it over to Farnham. Farnham up, and there's a little too much on that one. McAlexander grabs the rebound, and a whistle and a foul on Evie McAlexander. And that's going to be on Caitlin Burke. That's Burke's first, and team foul number 2 on the Bulldogs.
Though I just want to say for Farnham, only a sophomore, I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of her the next 2 years.
McAlexander to Adams just inside the arc, a little bit short. Burke jumps up and grabs the rebound, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. That one up, no good. Kenner goes after the rebound, but Gershutz beats her to it. Feeding down low and out, and Gershutz puts one up from the wing, and that's good for 3. Senior Clara Gershutz dials up long distance, and she's got 4 points to her credit here tonight. Giselle Romero getting ready to check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. McKenna Baird. Ball's deflected, but it winds up in Kennedy Adams' hands. Back to Baird. Baird moving in, up off the back. Nyhart tries to put back, and she'll be fouled. That's going to be on Gershutz. Clara Gershutz picks up her second personal, and that's team foul number 3 on the Edgerton Bulldogs. Nyhart, it's good. Hayden will have one more. Hayden gets them both. Burke gets the bounce. Freshman gets her name in the varsity scoring book. Bounce pass down. Kenner got it. Long two. Farnham up off the bottom of the hoop. No good. Quick flip over to Adams. Adams going to go the distance. Lays it up from the wing. No good. Burke grabs the rebound over to Farnham. Farnham launches it down the floor to Stutt. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Kenner. And that's going to send Caitlin Burke to the line with 2:43 to go. Yep. Alex Kenner, second foul for her. Team foul number 3 for the Aces. And again, Caitlin Burke at the line to shoot 2. Nope. Looks like Adeline Radford getting ready to check into the game. She's going to sub in for Hayden Neihart. And that may be it for Hayden tonight. It looks like all the coaches and Alex Kenner's coming off too. And she's going to get a hug. So they're done for the night. All the coaches shaking their hands, and the Aces faithful giving them a well-deserved round of applause. Back to the matter at hand. Second shot by Burke is good. 2:43, and again, Adeline Radford into the game. Also, Kennedy Adams setting down too. So Lily Porter out on the floor along with Sanders, Story, Radford, and Baird. Sanders back to Baird. Baird deflected. Porter grabs a hold of it, puts up the shot, no good. Scooped up by Stutt over to Farnham. And that goes right through Romero's hands, out of bounds, into the Lady Aces. And Farnham and Stutt are going to sit down, as it looks like the younger players are going to finish out this last 2 minutes and change on both sides of the basketball. Baird into Sturry, back to Baird. Baird, good look. Just off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound coming down to number 30, Avery Herman. Up and good for Megan Gerschutz. Another freshman getting her name in the varsity scoring book. Porter puts it up, no good, but she'll be fouled. They've eclipsed the 35-point margin, so we have the running clock for the last 90 seconds here. The Porter's going to be at the line shooting 2. The clock, though, will not stop at this point. Porter misses the first one. She'll have one more. If she hits it, it'll be a 34-point game. Nope. And brief stoppage as they inbounds the ball. And here come the Lady Bulldogs, under a minute to go in this one. Goes around up underneath the bucket, no good. Grabbed by Sanders, flips it over to Story with 42 seconds. Story to Baird. Baird back to Story in the corner. Nothing there. To Radford. Radford tangled up with Burke. A whistle. And I guess they're going to just make that a jump ball to the Aces. Radford, short. Porter off the bottom of the hoop. No good, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 more, and this might be the end of the game. So Porter will get these 2 shots, and that will be the end of the game. Lily misses that one. And Okay, they're just going to call timeout here long enough so that Lily can get her second shot in without the time expiring. Porter misses that one. Ball loose on the floor, and that's the game. 61-26. Your final score as the Lady Aces drop the varsity game here tonight. And we're going to do some quick tabulations here. And then all right. So let's begin with the unofficial scoring for this evening. On the Lady Aces side, they were led in scoring tonight by Kennedy Adams and McKenna Baird. Adams had 2 buckets and 2 free throws, as did Baird, both of them finishing with 6 points to their credit tonight. After that, Alex Kenner with 2 buckets for 4. Hayden Nyhart with a bucket and 2 free throws for 4. A bucket and 2 for McKenna Rice. Bucket and 2 for Ashlyn Sturry. And a bucket and 2 for Evie McAlexander for the Aces scoring tonight. On the other side of the coin for the Lady Bulldogs, number 4, Caitlin Burke, finished up, the freshman, with a bucket and a free throw for 3 points. It was 2 points for number 23, Megan Gerschutz, a bucket and 2 for Gretchen Keppeler, and a bucket and 2 for Casey Everett. After that, Clara Gerschutz had a free throw and a three-pointer for 4. Kennedy Stutt with a couple of buckets and 4 points tonight. And then you had Ava Giesecke with a couple of buckets and a three-pointer for 7. Ava Swank had 3 free throws, and 2 buckets for 7. And then there was Olivia Farnham, who finished up with 18 after the first half, and she added 11 more in the second half to lead all scorers tonight with 29 points unofficially to her credit. So again, the Lady Aces will finish up the season, the regular season, without any wins in the Green Meadows Conference, and their overall record will drop now to 3-19 on the season. And the Edgerton Bulldogs will pull a little closer to the 500 mark with their 10th win here tonight and their second conference win in the GMC for this season. So congratulations to them. And also congratulations to, again, it was senior night tonight, so to Hayden Nyhart and to Alex Kenner, a big congratulations for their accomplishments and our best wishes. We're not done watching them play basketball yet, but this will be their last night here on the home floor. And we just want to thank them again for just some great entertaining basketball over the years. Well, before we wrap things up, we do need to say a big thank you once again to all of our underwriters. Our 4 diamond-level underwriters, underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage, are the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in the Industrial Park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. A big thank you to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Phone 419-542-6218 for the latest information on COVID boosters, flu shots, and more. And, of course, ARC Solutions Incorporated, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. And we want to say a big thank you also to our gold-level underwriting supporter, underwriting all of our basketball coverage for the 2023-2024 season. That's our friends at the Subway Restaurant of Hicksville. Subway of Hicksville, where Al and the gang say, "Go Lady Aces." Proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award. And they're going to be... So they're going to do a little more senior night. So we're going to stop talking and go down to the floor and Coach Josh Freese.
Hayden, thank you so much for everything you've done for this team. You always tried your best. You continue to have a good attitude no matter the circumstances, and stuck with the team even through adversity. You've been such a good leader, and you'll be so missed. Good luck with all your future plans. I know you do awesome things.
Alex, I know it's bittersweet as you hang up your jersey. We were also happy to have you as a teammate this year. You have so much to be proud of, though. All the long practices, clutch shots, and hard-fought wins, and even the losses. All these things have shaped you into the amazing person you are. Here's to you and all the unforgettable moments you've given us on and off the floor. You'll truly be missed.
So we welcome you back. And again, a tribute from some of their fellow players. And, all right. So I think I want to make sure that we've got.
Yes.
All right. So they're going to go and do some photo opportunities. And, again, just congratulate the two seniors on their last game here on the home floor. And we have, we still have to give out a Player of the Game award, don't we?
So I got my pick.
I do too.
Yeah. So
and I bet we have the same one.
So my pick is Alex Kenner. I mean,
that's what I picked too.
Yeah, 4 points. I mean, over this year, I've seen her grow as a great leader, a great mentor. You always see her out there working hard, trying her best just as much as everybody else. She might get less playing time than some of the other players, but I still feel like she makes the most of that time she gets.
Yep,
and even tonight, I mean, the amount of rebounds she got in control of the ball was great.
That's what I was going to say. She only had 4 points, but at the same time, she was in there battling. She had some great rebounds, some great recoveries, and really that's been the case all season long.
Yes.
She's always been there working hard, never one of the top scorers or whatever, but contributing every time that she's played in every game that she's played in. So, we're glad to see her. She had such a great game tonight, and like I said, she really did a great job against some really good basketball players from Edgerton here tonight. So our Subway Player of the Game tonight, senior Alex Kenner. Congratulations to her. She's got a Subway gift card and a certificate coming her way, and we'll get that to her. I don't know if we'll see if we can get it to her over at Ayersville next week. One way or another, she's going to get it.
If not, I can always get it to her. So.
We'll take care of that. So with that, we want to say a big thank you again to all of our underwriters. And again, the Subway Player of the Game brought to you by Subway of Hicksville, where Al and the gang say go Lady Aces. Thanks also again to the Hicksville Athletic Department, Misters Haught and Overmeyer, for giving us the space. It's been a great season here. And again, helping us out all throughout the entire season and allowing us to be here with the live stream coverage. We thank them and again for just another terrific basketball season here on HIX-TV. And thanks to all of you for joining us throughout the regular season. We hope you've enjoyed the free coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Once again, final scores tonight in the two-quarter JV game. It was the Edgerton Lady Bulldogs beating the Aces 12-10. And in the varsity nightcap, the Edgerton Lady Bulldogs all over the Aces tonight, 61-26, the final score. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Hey, don't forget, GMC Wrestling action coming your way here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel Saturday morning, live from Ayersville, starting at about 9 a.m. And our next basketball broadcast will be next week on Wednesday. Girls sectional semifinal action coming to you live from Ayersville High School as the Pilots will host the Lady Aces in their sectional semifinal game. So until we talk to you then, for Chris Warner running the camera, calling some color commentary and overseeing the OBS software and the live stream, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.